When it comes to their roasts, a comedian's usual target is a popular celebrity or an annoying heckler. But when the time calls for it, comedians don't hesitate to take shots at their fellow comics, no matter where they are, like the time Shane Gillis shut down Andrew Scholes on his own podcast. It all started when Andrew kept showing Shane popular TikToks of people with Down syndrome to indirectly roast Shane's appearance. But even if they meant it as a joke, they didn't know that Shane's own uncle suffers from Down syndrome, and laughing at these TikToks was rubbing him the wrong way. When Shane finally confronted them for it, Andrew took zero accountability, and instead turned the blame right around on him.
Using them as an insult.
Using?
Yeah.
We're using you.
So you're insulting them by saying I look like them? Or you're insulting me
you
by saying I look like them?
This is you back in your victim thing.
The last line only irked Shane even more, who told Andrew that he was not playing the victim card and making jokes about specially abled people is not cool. But at the end of the day, Shane is a comedian, so when someone joked that Andrew was literally punching down by making fun of people with the condition, Shane couldn't help himself. Someone else who was punching down was Eddie Murphy during his SNL monologue in 2019. The only difference was that it was someone he literally had to look down at.
I have 10 kids now. 11 if you count Kevin Hart.
Eddie couldn't believe how his whole life had changed from being a professional comedian to being a stay-at-home dad for his 10 kids. But if you had bet him 30 years ago that this was his life now, while his fellow comedian Bill Cosby was in jail,
even I would have took that bet. I'll tell you. Who is America's dad now?
Eddie's onslaught was relentless, and only Dave Chappelle could stop him. Chappelle claimed that he'd followed Eddie's blueprint for his career, which initially looked like a compliment until the punchline.
Yeah, I became the biggest star on television and then I quit.
Even Eddie couldn't manage a counter to that. Instead, he asked if smoking on stage was even allowed, to which Chappelle matter-of-factly said it wasn't, yet he was doing it anyway. Everyone just casually laughed along at Dave and Eddie's friendly banter, unlike Akash Singh, who got relentlessly mocked for the adult confessions his wife decided to make on TikTok. We all remember the time Jasleen Singh openly admitted to living her best life in those white boy frat houses, and having a roster of guys she'd rotate through. While that's an insane thing to say on its own, the statement became 10 times worse with Akash repeatedly insisting that one of the things that he liked most about his relationship is that they were both virgins before they met each other. While Akash believed it, the public absolutely did not. Akash is why hotel rooms have a chair in the corner. But since he was most comedians' friend, no one publicly dunked on Akash until Charlemagne decided to get the train going.
Keep your wife off the motherfucking internet! Why does your wife have a microphone in her face? Do not allow your wife to start a motherfucking podcast, bro.
Guys.
Charlemagne kept focusing on the fact that a celebrity's reputation shouldn't be tanked by the actions or words of their own partner. And for Akash, he had some final life advice for him and his wife before moving on.
I'm the comedian. I'm out here on this road. I'm out here getting the money. Let me use some of this money to help you do some other things, yo. Cause you don't need a microphone in your face cause you gonna fuck around and ruin us.
Akash's humiliation was at least reserved for just the internet, unlike Kevin Hart, who got publicly destroyed by Cat Williams on live TV during the roast of Kevin Hart. Before anyone could even ask, Cat quickly made it clear that he was doing this show for money. He called it his Riyadh Comedy Festival, except this one had a soul. This was clearly a dig at Kevin Hart, who was under fire at the time for attending the Saudi event, alongside fellow comics like Bill Burr and Dave Chappelle. The Catman, however, always comes with receipts when it comes to roasts, even if it means bringing up decades-old Twitter drama. He joked that even though Kevin Hart was being canceled for homophobia, there was a funny irony about it.
I'm saying the guy who's obsessed with shopping sprees and fitness, always surrounded by 10 dudes and Chelsea Handler and oiled up half Samoan bodybuilders and a vegan restaurant and bought yoga pants. You think that guy is homophobic? That guy is a fairy, bitch.
Cat had already pointed out how Kevin was a Hollywood puppet in older interviews, except this time, he doubled down on that statement, saying that the head of Netflix literally had his whole hand up Kevin's butt and could make him do anything. And not even Kevin could escape the notorious Diddy accusations, with Cat joking that the diminutive comedian was only at those parties because Diddy thought he was 10 years old. But little did anyone know how serious Cat was with his accusations.
But I want to be clear. Just because Kevin went to Diddy parties does not mean he did something wrong. The fact that he gets all quiet when you bring it up, that means he did something wrong.
Kevin got quiet, but this next interviewer couldn't shut up, trying to get a headline out of Dave when he was attending the 2016 Oscars event.
Excuse me, brother. When you hear somebody call you brother too much, something terrible's about to happen. Excuse me, brother. And then I look back and the motherfucker had a tuxedo with the kente cloth tie. I said, uh-oh. He said, I just want to ask you a couple questions. I said, what publication are you with? He said, me, I'm with the Daily Bongo. I said, Daily Bongo? What the fuck?
And as if being annoying wasn't enough, the interviewer accused Chappelle of not following the footsteps of other black celebrities.
Listen, brother, I just want to ask you a quick question. You understand that this year, this is a boycott for the Oscars. So I'm just wondering what made you, of all people, cross the motherfucking picket line and be here tonight. I said, boycott?
Dave's response buried both the interviewer and a comedian duo that got unexpectedly caught in the crossfire.
Nigga, I haven't been working in 10 years. You mean boycott? I've been on strike. Y'all niggas didn't stop working. I had to watch fucking Key and Peele do my show every night.
Bill is known for his hilarious angry rants about everything, which has earned him the image of being a short-tempered guy. So when Joe asked a disrespectful question hinting at Bill's anger issues while Bill was thanking him, Bill immediately lost it.
I've been chowing it for like 4 days. Like, out of respect for that fucking elk that you shot. It's like I'm eating all this shit. I don't care if it's fucking bad.
Does it make you more aggressive?
What?
Elk.
No, Joe, you fucking lunatic.
And there was no holding Bill back.
You had to beat the fuck out of people for like 3 decades before you could like chill, smoke a little weed, put on your Little Rascals hat, and just fucking chill out. I love him to death. But this guy is the most testosterone fucking filled dude I've ever met. That's why I love him. I love him. He's like every guy I met in Boston fucking welded together.
Joe never wore that hat again in his life, and something else he can never wear down is his reputation of doing the most insane things in the name of health.
It's Joe Rogan.
Is it?
Yeah.
What? Where? Next door?
In the back of all of our heads of America right now.
I wouldn't be surprised if Rogan did implant a chip into.
I know, huh?
He just secretly just like, what's up, man? And just high five and then chip into your fucking hand. And he just watches over in his fucking icicle that he just sits in nude on fucking 40 different stimulants.
Nick started revealing Rogan Man's superpowers too.
Yeah, I caught him in the bathroom and his body was full on from the movie Cocoon. When it was all gold and shiny and you have to like look away.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, and then he pulled his pants down. I was like, what the fuck, dude? And he just floated away through the wall.
And it wasn't long before Theo joined in on the beatdown.
I saw him eating owl nuggets, bro. Straight owl.
Oh, dude.
100% pure owl nuggets. Eating them out of a fucking bag, uncooked.
Dude, that's what he does, man. I saw him the other day. He was backstage at the Comedy Store eating ferret sashimi.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I was like, what? That's not even a food. He's like, yeah, I killed it with a crayon.
Yeah,
I'm like, what the fuck?
Norm is the master of subtle comedy, and his roasts aren't always the easiest ones to get, which is exactly what happened when he was judging a new comedian's controversial joke.
I actually got into an argument on the subway, and the guy quoted the Bible at me. That is not fair. Like, if you get to quote from your favorite book, I should be able to quote from my favorite book, right? He was like, men do not live on bread alone, Matthew 4:4. And I was like, everybody's a little bit magic, Harry Potter, chapter 7.
And Norm called out the predictability of that punchline with a roast that didn't even sound like a roast.
And you're real brave. I mean, the stuff you're talking about, Bible jokes, that's some brave.
Thank you.
And,
I disagree. I don't think the Bible joke is brave at all. I think if you're going to take on an entire religion, you should maybe know what you're talking about. J.K. Rowling is a Christian, and J.K. Rowling famously said that if you're familiar with the scriptures, you could easily guess the ending of her book.
huh?
Just as you can easily guess the ending of that comedian's punchline, you can also easily guess that you are going to get humiliated when you come on Bobby Lee's podcast.
Your body's weird.
Thank you.
It really is. Like it's like a weird body.
Thanks.
In a good way.
No, it's not good.
It's not.
Wait, what's weird?
Yeah, it's like you and JF Harris have the same body.
Oh, God.
I love him. Anyway,
No, I like JF too. I don't want to have the same body as him.
it's the same. It's
Wait,
like
what's weird about my body?
Shoulders, like it's skinny up in the shoulder area, and it's like kind of like a squash.
But Bobby instantly went into damage control mode and took down his comedian best friend to make Joe feel better.
Yeah, but look at my
And
body.
I saw Santino last night, and he was making fun of my body. And
Yeah.
it's like,
Dude, let me say this, and I honestly believe this, and I'll say this out loud, right? Your stand-up and how funny you are is levels above Andrew Santino.
And Bobby's rampage on Andrew Santino continued even on their own podcast.
Grizzly animal.
In Chicago?
Yeah, your mom.
It's funny.
That grizzly animal.
Don't talk about my mother.
Well, it's just a joke. relax.
But Andrew was far from relaxed and was about to go full kamikaze.
My mother's very pretty.
She's a beautiful woman.
Unlike your cross-eyed mother.
Well, you don't have to fucking get.
I'm not Bobby mother. I'm Bobby mom. You know what your mom looks like?
What?
Your mom looks like, you know when kids dress up as old people?
Yeah.
And they're wearing, that's what your mom looks like, a kid that's wearing a mask.
But Andrew just roasted one comedian. Shane Gillis was out there torching his entire comedian friend group during the roast of Luis Gomez.
Ari used to host the show This Is Not Happening, a show named after his comedy career. Ari's yoga videos suck and are gay.
Next in line were Kim Congdon and Natalie Cuomo.
Kim has sucked a lot of guys' dicks in this industry to get ahead and still isn't really doing that well. That is sad. Natalie Cuomo is so unfunny, Lewis booked Kim.
And of course, who could forget his Kill Tony best friend?
Tony looks like Matthew McConaughey's skeleton. I don't have a joke for this, but something about Tony being young Sheldon. You say bazinga every time he makes one of his gay jokes?
But for Dan Soder, he might have just gone a tad bit overboard.
Soder is good friends with Amy Schumer. He was actually in her movie Trainwreck, which was somehow worse than the car wreck his sister died in.
The nuclear bombs, however, were reserved for the star of the night, Luis Gomez.
What does it mean to be truly real ass? Does it mean working hard every day just to make sure your son has a new mom for each and every family trip to Jamaica? I still have half a sandwich from earlier I'm not going to finish. Did you maybe want to stick your dick in it? Maybe you want to take it to Jamaica and have it hang out with your kid?
Shane wasn't going to finish his sandwich, and Brian Callen wasn't going to let Bill finish his conversation with co-host Brendan Schwab without constantly interrupting him until Bill straightened him out.
Can I talk to the professional fighter?
Yes.
Not
Yeah,
the
no,
comedian?
yeah, please,
Yeah.
please.
See how the ego. He just jumps in like,
I'm-
oh, I must be talking to Brian
talking
Callen.
Bill,
welcome to Fighting
I'm talking about being
Yeah.
bad at
Tell
it.
you
I'm talking about
about-
I'm not good at it, and that's why it puts me in that
Yeah, but
position.
you still took the spotlight. I was
I'm sorry.
clearly
I'm sorry.
talking to
I
the
apologize.
professional fighter, not the professional comedian.
I'm leaning back.
Little did Brian know that he was about to lean straight into hell.
One of those guys you don't need compliments. You actually need to be pulled down a little
Yes,
bit, to
Bill.
be tethered.
I give
to,
myself-
to something. And I would say that it betrays an underlying insecurity, but there isn't with you. You're just full on fucking ego.
I'm full on
ego.
mess.
Like you probably thought that was an ugly sweater until you put it on.
Well,
and then you're just like, yeah, no, I'm totally rocking this right now.
Jimmy Carr has some of the best responses when it comes to hecklers, but when he came on Kill Tony and faced David Lucas's onslaught, he found himself out of words.
Bro, that shit crazy as hell. Jimmy Carr looked like the ghost of Tony Hinchcliffe. Nigga, that's you 2 weeks decomposed, bitch. That motherfucker look like Lil Hobo, nigga. I'm trying to see who got the remote to this nigga face. Huh?
And David's creativity knew no bounds.
You look like you read Dr. Seuss to niggas in prison. One fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish. That nigga need a bag of blood. That motherfucker pale as hell, bro. You need some of that color from Tony, bitch. Your ass.
Jimmy finally responded, and David was holding on to his finisher just for that.
You're a remarkably confident man for a guy that shape. What are you working on? Type 3 diabetes?
There we go. There we go. I couldn't wait for your tight mouth ass to say something. Every time a nigga talk, I want to shoot a water gun in his mouth.
While it was David on a rampage this time, when he tried to pull the same stunt with Mark Normand, Mark flipped the entire script on him.
Look at your Adam's apple, nigga. God damn, boy.
Oh, yeah. You've never eaten an apple.
Oh, shit.
You have
Hey,
a
nigga,
harder
can't-
time breathing than George Floyd.
Hey, don't say that. I just got canceled for that joke.
Sorry. That's what all right.
That's a mesothelioma, whatever that shit called.
And that's a diabetic.
One time wasn't enough for David, so he tried a second time on another show.
Mark Norman, you look like a puppy waiting to get adopted, bitch. Shut your ass. That motherfucker look like a shelter dog, nigga. Let me talk in your language.
Well, with the green, you look like Shrek.
And just like Shrek, Mark was about to roll David into a whole lot of mud.
I like the dreads, Blob Marley.
I don't even got a joke against your motherfucking 38 days sober looking ass.
Drinking right
Abusive
now.
stepdaddy.
You don't know you're dead.
I do know my dad. He's cremated, living in my garage right now.
Even your dad's ashy.
Just like David tried to roast Mark but burned himself instead, Jeff Ross tried to live up to his roastmaster reputation on Bill's show, only to be humbled by the real master.
Thanks for having us on your shitty show.
It's awesome.
Well, they said we want to get some of the shittiest comics we can find, and I said I could get you 2 for 1. Why are you wearing a children's bathrobe?
Nice one, Bill.
But Dave Attell had his own 2-for-1 special joke.
I love it because, I always wondered what the Blue Man Group would look like when they weren't wearing the makeup. And it's just...
Nice to see you wore your clean jacket for this
Thank
TV
you.
taping. You look like that guy they interview on the news, and this guy was here to see it. Can you tell us what happened, sir?
Theo Vaughn was about to get his own interview when he and Chris DiStefano learned what crime both of them could realistically commit.
I could see you being a distracted driver, texting, and kill a mentally challenged person.
wow.
That's what I could see you doing. And then leaving the scene of the accident. Yeah, I could see you doing that.
But when it came to Theo's turn, he went all out with the disrespect.
I could see you being like obviously you seem like a dude that works at a toll booth that fucking always tells people he's gonna do something different. Like on your lunch break, you tell all the black ladies you're gonna be doing something different, but you still keep coming back. And you always pocket a couple of quarters. You think you have a scheme, it's like stealing like 75 cents a day. And stacking it up at home for like a big adventure.
And while describing Chris's next crime, he himself joined in on his own roast.
I could see you doing some like AWOL type of shit.
Right, yeah.
Like going rogue, going to another country.
And just because I just want to defend freedom and defend my country, I'm killing innocent women and children.
Yeah, some
in the Middle East.
Yeah, some dirty homeland type of shit.
ISIS gets me. I got such a big head. I just keep fucking up their beheading videos.
Yeah.
And I got like a size 8 hat head.
Someone else who got roasted for their head was Jimmy again on the roast of Rob Lowe.
Jimmy Carr is here. When I first met Jimmy Carr, I thought, wow, Jeff Dunham's puppets are getting amazing. Jimmy, you look like a butler in a haunted mansion.
While Pete's roasts were all right, he had no idea how hard Jimmy's upcoming roasts were going to crash into him.
Pete Davidson's here. I'm appalled that people would come here and make jokes about the sacrifice Pete's heroic father made on 9/11. This is not the roast of Pete Davidson's father. That was in 2001.
Which just goes to show that comedians have zero inhibitions roasting comedians because they know they can take it well.